Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing some I.M inspired nails. He recently came out with his new EP, so that is what we're going to be doing today. I'm starting off with a base coat and base color, which is white. I am going to be using other colors for this set, but I'm just going to lay down a layer of white polish. I'm also going to be using some water slide decals. So for the decals, I'm not going to be using all of these. I'm only going to be using 4 photos. I like to print double of a photo just in case I mess up one. I already have a spare one. And then these are the covers of his EP. So there's 2 different versions, and I'm going to be doing each version for both hands. So there's going to be a blue version and then that other version that looks sort of like a fire. I'm going to do that on the other hand. So I'm going to start off with the easiest thing, and that is applying the decals to the nails. So these are some concept photos from his EP. And there was 2 that are blue looking. Like this one is a little bit blue looking. And then there's another one I'm going to use for this hand that has like a blue vibe to it. So this hand is going to be that blue album version. And then the other hand, I'm going to be using the black and white photos because then that hand is going to have like that fire version theme. So basically, I do the same thing with all of the decals. And that is just cut them out, dip them in water for a few seconds, and then apply it to the nail. I did something a little different with the decals because my polish for some reason wasn't as sticky. Usually the polish is really sticky, and then I can apply the decal onto the nail and it doesn't move around as much like when I'm filing off the excess decal. But for some reason, these were sliding around on the nail. So what I did was apply the decal to the nail, and then I applied a top coat. And I didn't apply the top coat to even like the whole nail, just a portion of the nail. And it helped keep the decal put. So I cured it and then took it out and then file off the excess. And that way the decal wasn't like slipping and moving around on the nail. Hope that makes some sense. But here is the second decal. Like I said, it has like a blue vibe. So I actually messed this decal up. And, like I said, I have a spare, but I messed the spare up too. So I actually had to redo that nail. But after I applied a decal, and file off like the excess decal that is around the nail. Apply top coat. That's it. So I'm doing the same thing for all of the nails that have a decal on it. Also with the top coat, I like to go in underneath the nail, like at the side of the nail, but underneath it, just to make sure that the decal does not lift at all. And I also like to apply 2 layers of top coat. So now moving on to the nails that I'm actually going to be hand drawing designs on. And I have my little foil right here that I'm using as a palette. And I'm just applying the colors that I'm going to be using for both hands. So now I'm going to be doing the fire looking design. I wanted to knock this out of the way because I've never done a design like this before. And I was just kind of winging it. So I went in with that yellow color and I did cure it. But then all the other colors that I'm adding here, like the reds and orange colors and black, I go back in with some yellow and white. I'm just kind of going back and forth with these colors. I didn't cure in between at all. I was just kind of layering colors, allowing them to blend naturally, going back and forth, and just trying to make it look as close to like the photo as possible. And then this is the other nail here. I'm doing the same thing, except I'm making the design look a little different. Like I'm bringing that design further down the nail. But yeah, just blending around and going back and forth between colors until it's to my liking. So after I'm done adding all of the colors, then I let it cure and then I applied a glossy top coat to all of the nails for this set in general. They all got a glossy top coat. So now is another nail. I'm going to be doing this logo design that he has for the album. So basically, I'm going to be making it a chrome and I'm using a chrome powder. So I applied a top coat first and then I'm using this gray color to draw out the design. And then after I complete the design, I let it cure and there will be like a sticky layer. The design will be sticky. And then that way I can go over it with my chrome powder. So this is how I use chrome powder. Basically, the chrome is going to stick better to the sticky gel polish, whereas the white part of the nail, I already have a glossy top coat, so the the chrome's not going to stick as well. However, some powder still gets on the white and I just go back in and clean it up. Here I'm just brushing off the excess, but I go back in and clean it up, and I am going to clean this up using white gel polish. So I'm going to go back over it with some white gel polish. Basically the white areas. I'm just going to go in and clean that up so it looks nice and clean and neat. After I touch the white part up, I cure it and then I apply a glossy top coat to the entire nail. And this is how it came out. It's so cute. I like it a lot. But let's move on to the other hand. So basically, I finished that one hand and now we're going to do the blue side. I'm going to be polishing two nails, this blue color, and it's going to basically be like the same idea as the first hand I did. So there's going to be two nails that are polished blue that kind of represent the album cover. And then there's going to be one nail that has the logo, but I'm going to make it blue instead. So this is one of the nails that's going to have the blue inspired album cover on it. I'm not really sure how to describe it. I guess you can just say it looks abstract. So I'm trying my best to replicate that. I'm going to do this on another nail. And then for both nails, I top coat it with glossy top coat. And just like the other two nails I did that I made the album cover on, with the colors, I didn't cure in between. So basically, I'm going back and forth between different brushes and between different colors. And I'm not curing the colors in between. I'm kind of letting them blend together. And then I'm going to cure it after I'm done with the design. For the next nail, I'm going to be making that logo I did on the other hand, except it's not going to be silver. It's going to be blue to match this hand. And I was trying to hold the nail because I was trying to make it as similar as possible while drawing the actual design and trying to be in frame. My camera setup is a little awkward sometimes, so that was a little hard, but I wanted to show you guys what I was doing. Once I got the outline, then I cured it and went back in and started polishing the actual design. So I did go back in after I cured the blue and just retouch the outline with white gel polish. So if there was a line that I felt like wasn't sharp enough or the little swirly parts were too deep or too thin or whatever, I take the time to go back in and clean that up until it's to my liking. Here is the final set. I am obsessed with them. Everything worked out perfect. I love this set so much. It's probably one of my favorite K-pop sets. And that's probably because I'm a little biased and I super love I.M. So now I'm just need him to go on tour so I can wear these to the concert. But let me know what you guys have any think. Questions, I love them. Please let me know. If you have requests for K-pop nails or a nail design in general, let me know as well. I'm always open to taking nail requests. All of my shop and social media information is going to be in the description box. And thank you guys so much again for watching. I will see you in the next one. Stream Overdrive for good skin.